Capoch feels something coming. He's warping in an additional unit, and here we go. We're going to see some force fields go down. Oh, the siege tank's sieging up. Force field goes down to split these units up, force them to come one at a time up that ramp. Oh, but Capoch's units wandering in range of that siege tank and getting hit for massive damage, getting slowed down by the concussive shells. That Immortal had better be very careful. Its shields are down. It no longer has the hardened shields upgrade. So that siege tank just doing a lot of damage. Anytime those Zealots get close enough to deal any damage, they're just getting taken out by the siege tank and the combined fire from the Marines and Marauders. A Colossus now on the field. Does it have the thermal lance upgrades? It looks like it does not. So it has very short range. It's not going to be able to do too much. Maybe enough to scare off Loner into running back. Scans him stealth, probably taking out another observer. And he is going to retreat. That Colossus did scare him away. Let's see if he has thermal lance on the way. Extended thermal lance. No, not on the way yet. Looks like Loner's going to take the middle of the map, maybe try and catch Capoch wandering in. Another proxy pylon, same place. Loner's seen it twice now, and twice he's taken it out, but Capoch does not want to give up on that proxy pylon. He wants to be able to warp units in. Probe going down there to a Marine. Little fight over the Selnaga Watchtower. This Marine's stimmed up. And yeah, he's going right back after the proxy pylon. He knows it's there. He does not want that proxy pylon there. 2 Zealots warping in now. 2 Zealots probably going to try and get in the base, maybe do some damage to the economy. But there are Marines and a Banshee there. So these... Oh, and a Marauder comes in. These Zealots are not going to be able to do anything. Loner now taking his natural expansion. Capoch still on 1 base with still only 1 Colossus. More units being warped in. And the pylon is still standing, so that's something for Capoch. He can still warp in units behind, but man, constantly there are units flowing out of Loner's base, and really Capoch would have to warp in a large force if he wanted to get any economy harassment done there. This Banshee running around, no cloak for the Banshee yet, but still harassing nonetheless, down to 90 health. And even if there was cloak on this Banshee, this observer would spot it. 3 Immortals. I'm not sure about the Immortals. That many Immortals, he might be better off going with some more Colossi in this situation. Although there are a lot of tanks out there, and Immortals do well against tanks. Bunkers coming up in the middle of the map now. He is really trying to contain Capoch. He does not want him getting out and taking map control. But Capoch is going to break down these rocks, maybe take this expansion up here. It looks like he is getting 1 expansion down. Finally, it's a little late. Loner already transforming his expansion command center into a orbital command. Let's see what upgrades we got going on. No upgrades on any of Capoch's units. Loner, no upgrades either, except for... Well, that probe wandered into the battlefield. Let's see, anything on the vehicles? Nothing on the vehicles, nothing on air armor. So, yeah, players aren't going for upgrades right now. They're just massing units. And Guardian Shield coming up that we're going to see an attack here. Capoch moving into siege tank range again. Colossus coming out, firing down on those bunkers. Not sure if that's the best use of the Colossi, but hey, one of the bunkers is down. And the second bunker is down. The Marines and Marauders stimming up now to come take on this force. The Immortals doing a lot of damage to these units, but having to fall back. Yeah, he lost a lot of his gateway units in that battle. And the stimmed Marines and Marauders able to chase down this Colossi. One of the Colossi going down. Another one coming to reinforce, but it looks like Capoch suffered the brunt of that battle and had to... Let's see the units lost. Up here. Yeah, oh wow, Capoch way behind in terms of resources for units lost. Those Protoss units are much more expensive and much harder to replace than the Terran units. And we've got a Banshee down here probably doing some harass while... Let's take a look at the Harvester count. Wow, Capoch way ahead, 40 to 28. His economy just powering ahead. Or, I'm sorry, Loner way ahead. His economy powering ahead of Capoch's. More Banshee harass. This Banshee has probably been 2 kills on this Banshee, so... But I'm sure that's not the only Banshee that's been crawling around getting kills for Loner. These Stalkers here, those guys need to stay there to ward that Banshee away. Capoch should be chrono boosting some probes, but it doesn't look like he's doing that right now. He is way behind in economy. And here come the siege tanks for Loner, sieging up, and he's got that medvac overhead to spot. Siege tanks doing massive damage to the Protoss forces. Wow, a lot of forces going down. He's trying to get those Immortals in there. Those Immortals just do not have the range to engage the siege tanks. Siege tanks blowing everything up. I can't see how Capoch is going to be able to come back from this. I think we're going to be seeing a GG here very shortly. These Marines and Marauders stimming up, coming into attack, taking out these pylons. He's trying to warp in units, but Loner, and there's 1G. I think that means GG. That is the game, folks. Loner will be heading... I'm sorry, Capoch will be heading to the losers bracket. Loner will advance in this double elimination tournament. So this has been round 1 for Capoch and Loner. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is Dave with Mahalo Video Games once again. If you guys have any requests for replays you want casted or questions or comments, go ahead and send those over to requests@mahalo.com. Alright, thanks again.